Hello, my name is Lewis Strilciw, and I am a scriptwriter for the film Prom Fever, part of the National Youth Film Academy Set Ready 2021. Well, how it started was it kind of just came up as an ad on Instagram, the mysterious algorithm adverts that they're just kind of send it because obviously it kind of knows what you're into and everything like that. And obviously I was looking into it and it looked pretty legit and interesting from what I saw and all the stuff that I saw of it. And at first I got into it like 2 years prior, but I didn't actually do the Set Ready course, and it was due to a financial situation that I actually couldn't join it. But like lately, as things have changed, I've been managed to actually take up the opportunities I want to, a part of it. Well, funny enough, directing was mainly the first aspiration I wanted to do, but I thought like if you start writing at first, that way I can understand how the functionality of a script works, and just as being a script writer, then you go on set and kind of see how everything else kind of works. So that way it's kind of like a learning curve, really, essentially, to get it really started. Well, one, that it's getting made, and two, it's just, it found it quite surreal that it's just like all the people that are dedicated a part of it, and just to kind of like see how, like, when we actually get into production, to see everything kind of just fall into place and see everyone put in as much effort as obviously that I've seen so far. Well, so far I don't know. I'll probably just be like, what do you want me to do? And but I'm pretty sure there'll be a bit more to it, because I heard like there was some script supervision into it, making sure obviously everything's kind of like continuity and everything like that. See what the actors are doing, like to obviously help with the director when he's going to be making the scene, just for consistency, help with stuff like that. I actually shifted halfway to between softwares when writing, because first I was using Writer Duet, and that is kind of a script writing software, but it's not as good as when I started using Celtex, because that really started to help them, because watermarking was a big thing, a part of it that wasn't in Writer Duet, and Celtex kind of helped, and that was basically easier to use. So, not the popular one, obviously, as you could tell. But then again, I guess it doesn't really matter what kind of person you're in high school, because when you're in high school, you're kind of a crappy version of yourself, and then you kind of transition into hopefully improving as a better person as yourself as you get older. Because at first you're just kind of like a bit cocky and everything. You're thinking, oh, I know everything because you're in high school, but it's not the reality of it until when you actually grow up and start knowing things as an adult. That clears it up. I'd say like a bit of all of them. Like there's a small little glimpse of all of them in there. There's kind of like the straight aspect, and then there's the immature aspect, which is a heavy player in high school, because like everyone's just immature, even though they don't act like it, they really are. And then there's just obviously, of course, there's a bit of the knowledge in there, a very small amount of it, but it's there, I suppose. And yeah, just like it's all like based off of everything you kind of see as well, and different people you kind of interact with, because there is kind of a stereotype in high school where there's the different characters that you meet, because they all exist while you're growing up in high school. Yeah, but funny enough, it's got heists in it, but it's less about the heists, more about the characters. It's called Heat from 1995, I believe. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, directed by Michael Mann. I recommend it. Good film. God, that's a harder one. I'd say, off the top of my head, Exorcist 1974. 3, I think, actually. Just a classic horror film that I don't really need to say much more about that. Hopefully just actually getting paid for writing scripts, and hopefully directing commercials. That's a big what if though. I just want to keep it short for now and just get used to writing until like I gain enough experience to actually be able to feel like I could take the responsibility of what happens on the set for myself. it was the projects prior was mainly just like old college stuff. Really, it wasn't, I'd say, as professionals to the standard that I've seen so far in this. And so far, I've got current projects not at the minute because I want to like get this project over first with, and that way, while I'm working on this, it could probably help me think of something else to do when all this is wrapped up, so I can kind of keep like head focused on one kind of project at a time, rather than just getting all muddled up at the same time. I feel like it's mainly to do with like the area. We live in like the West Midlands and not really much here, to be honest. I'd say it's all big London stuff, and you don't have money to go there, I suppose. So just that's why I started getting work and earn myself a decent enough wage so I can actually be able to do the opportunities I want to do. That's probably the only thing that wasn't, yeah. So, well, go for it, really. That's most likely. It might be a cliche, but I'd say that's all you can do. Like, even if you're getting, like, if you don't feel like you're going to be able to do it, at least try. There's no harm in trying, because there is a lot of like self-doubt in people where they believe like, oh, they're not as good as they think. At least like if they try it, and even if it doesn't work out, that it's kind of a learning curve, and kind of you can take that back and see, oh, what I did wrong, what can I do to improve? That kind of trial and error, really. That's the big main thing of it, I'd say.